What's up guys, this is Bert and welcome to Plastic Rock Labs. Today I just want to show you some of my most recent projects as well as give you a tour of my workspace, so let's get started. Alright, so here we have my drum setup. This is a Roland TD25. I've got the mesh head drum pads and the 3 cymbals. This is actually a crash and this is actually a hi-hat, but I swapped them around because it was more ergonomic for me to set it up that way, because the hi-hat with the big standing pedal was kind of bulky and in the way. This is my homemade Rock Band drum module. It's got the brains from an older Rock Band wireless drum set, so it interfaces with the wireless legacy adapter. This has a MIDI input right here, and I'll show you the inside real quick. It runs off of an Arduino microcontroller. So that processes the MIDI signals and it converts it into electrical signals for the Rock Band drum brain, so it thinks you're hitting the traditional plastic drum pads. My drum module runs off of USB power, so I've just got a USB cable here running to a little cell phone charger. Then I got a power bar for everything so I can turn everything on at the same time. This also has a foot pedal, and this foot pedal is actually a start button. So you can pause the game or use menu functions without having to look for the little button on the thing here. Now the whole thing is set up on a piece of plywood, and for that not to slide around it's got rubber feet, but in order for me to be able to move it and set it up in the middle of the room when I'm playing, I've got this on either side. So this is a hinged strip of wood, and this is a handle so I can lift it, and this actually flips down. Here, I'll show you. This flips down like that, so now it's on wheels and I can move it. And then when I have it where I want it, I can flip the wheels back up, and then it's on the little rubber pads so it doesn't move around when I'm playing. So that's what I have for drums. And then move over to the vocal section here. This is a mic stand. It's got a little shelfy thing on with a Velcro strip so that I can put the controller on there. And then other than that, this is just a regular mic stand. It's got a Wii U mic. And then over here I've got my wall. That's my Zombie Chickens license plate. That's my crew. Shout out to everybody. And then this is what I call the purple dishwasher. You'll recognize this as the symbol for the new DLC songs that are part of the Spotlight Pass. I just had the urge to replicate that for some reason. And then here we've got my famous pedal board that a lot of people are interested in. And then a couple guitars here and a keyboard. This middle guitar has a StrumFix Plus strum bar, but as you can see it's kind of flimsy. The springs are broken in it, so I'm gonna have to fix that. And then this is my main guitar. It's got a remote built into the headstock. This is for my TV and audio receiver. You'll see that lights up there. So I've got volume up, mute, volume down. This switches my audio receiver to Xbox. And then this is power for the TV and power for the audio receiver. There's actually a programmable wireless remote built into this headstock now, and it uses power from the main batteries in the guitar. This guitar also has a Guitar Hero strum bar from a Les Paul, even though it's a Rock Band Strat. That was not an easy project. I've also got a locking guitar strap, so my guitar strap doesn't slide off. You all know about that problem, I'm sure. And then I have an actual bloodstone mounted to the guitar. And this is my taunt button, my send taunt button. This blue switch down here turns on the wireless functions for the guitar because it interfaces with the pedal board. And then this here is awesomeness detection. I've got individual awesomeness detection and I've got full band awesomeness detection. This interfaces with the awesomeness detection function within the game. For those of you that are familiar with that. And then getting back to the pedal board, so this has volume up, volume down, green fret, delay. This is my pause pedal, so that's like hitting the start button on your guitar. This is overdrive, and then this here is whammy, and if you press it all the way, it's also overdrive. This has a blue power switch here, like the blue one on the guitar. And inside we've got another Arduino microcontroller. We've got a breadboard where everything's plugged in. We've got a 9-volt battery compartment here. We've got magnets to hold that cover in place. We've got all the pedals connected together. That's just for show. Those wires are all cosmetic. This little bumper here, there's a reason for that. That wasn't part of the original design. When I'm playing this, I can't tell where my delay pedal and my overdrive pedal are when it's on the floor because I'm looking at the screen. So this little bumper here, I can just kind of swipe my foot across, and when I hit it, I know I'm on top of the overdrive pedal. Or if I swing my foot coming the other way, when I hit that, I know I'm on the delay pedal, so then I don't end up hitting the wrong pedal by accident. So that's it for what's in the living room, other than I've got my 50-inch plasma and my Yamaha audio receiver, and then I've got Paradigm speakers, nice quality speakers made in Canada. So I've got my left, right, and center speakers, and then if I pan around here, I've got my surrounds. The other one is over there next to the pedal board. So I'm running 5.1 surround. Also got the subwoofer hiding there under the table. And yeah, that's it for the living room. So now we're gonna go downstairs and look at the lab. Hey guys, welcome to the Plastic Rock Lab. This is where all the magic happens. I'll give you a quick tour. So that's just my Wi-Fi router. I wanted it in the middle of the house for better reception. And then here I have an old Dell laptop. That's for my Arduino projects for writing code and interfacing with my microcontroller boards. And in this cabinet here, I've got some spare cables and adapters and things. And then this is a bunch of tools and stuff. Up here I've got some old Rock Band 2 cymbals. I don't use them. That's a guitar that's in the middle of repairs, so I gotta finish fixing it so I can use it again. And trying to back up a little. In the middle here, that's where I do most of my soldering. I've got the power bar there, and then my little LED light and soldering iron. I've also got a heat gun. If I splice and solder wires together, I like to use heat shrink tubing rather than electrical tape. I've also got a glue gun here. Comes in handy. And then in this cabinet here, I've got some rubbing alcohol, some paint, wood filler, sandpaper, Q-tips, Kleenex, etc. Looks like I got a spare mic there too. And then on this side, I've got some more parts. You'll see on the far right, there's some drum pads there. And then a couple of pedals. The one with the wood on it is broken. And I've got a whole bunch of electronic components here, resistors, etc. Got some batteries and other things for future projects. And get some breadboards. Got a bunch of electronic component kits from Amazon. And what else do we have here? So that's another project guitar. This guitar is actually quite interesting. My goal with this is to be able to play drum tracks with it. So you'll have a foot pedal for the kick, and then you'll play and strum 4 frets for the 4 drum notes. Got an Xbox controller here. This one is stuck on the down, so it's like you're always holding down. So I got to take that apart and fix it. Probably just something needs to be cleaned, either on this or on this here. And I got a couple of pedals. This one here you'll see is wired to a button. This is actually my old overdrive pedal. This interfaces with a little remote module in this guitar up here, which, like I mentioned, is in need of repair right now. And then backing up, down on the bottom, I've got a big garbage can. And then, see if I can get some more light on these. This is my stash of spare guitars. There we go. I got a whole bunch of Rock Band and Guitar Hero guitars for parts and future projects and things. Some of them probably work, some of them probably don't, but some of them are for consoles I don't even have, so it's not even possible for me to test them. And then the other thing I've got here is in my old Rock Band 4 drum set. It's actually got skulls mounted on the front side, or the back side, I guess. So that's kind of cool. I don't use that anymore because I've got my Roland kit, and this one was not super reliable. It was dropping notes or doing overhits, and I'm not a fan of the plastic ones. I prefer the Roland kits myself. You've noticed a drum kit in the corner. That's my son Nick's drum kit. He used to play Rock Band in my crew, but then he left and decided he wanted to play for real. And that's about it. Oh, I've got a monitor screen up there. That's just got an HDMI input and nothing else on it. It doesn't even have a stand. I might or might not use that for some kind of project. Anyway, that's my workspace. They're just tables on stands, just sheets of plywood basically, and then those legs you can buy at the hardware store like a kit or whatever. So I wanted to maximize my workspace, so I did the U shape, and that's come in handy because I can be working on 2 different projects at the same time. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.